I've been living in Amsterdam Noord for 20 years. When I first came here to live, people would sort of frown at you and say, "What? You're going to live in Amsterdam Noord?" And nowadays people are interested in North because there's so much more going on here. People, there's a whole different buzz about there's a lot more cultural things going on. There's a lot more people working in North. There's a lot of people moving to North. So I've always liked living here because you're close to the countryside, you're a quarter of an hour from the centre of the city. But there's a different buzz, there's a different feel about living in North now. North was generally a working class area. It used to be very much a communist area,
The workers' movement was very strong. And was very well connected. A lot of Jews were active there, and the Jews in Amsterdam were still emancipated. They had lived for centuries in a kind of ghetto, not the intellectual Jews, but let's say the Jewish part was a big Jewish underclass. But then, in the end of the 19th century, they started to connect with other workers. So there was a lot of solidarity and friendships. So. And that started here, yes.
I used to live in the Punt, and I used to live in the Jordaan, and this is the first time I knew all my neighbours. I know the whole street. There's a lot more that old-fashioned community feeling that you used to have in a village. That you used to know, people used to know each other. And the big cities need to do that because otherwise they become very anonymous. People become alone, especially older people.
My name is Lot Doeze, and I started the bookshop in September. I got the money to start it via crowdfunding. So I asked a lot of people, do you want a bookshop in this neighborhood? And if you want it, please help me. I amassed 26,000 euros to start the bookshop, and about 60% of the people who donated live in Amsterdam Noord. So I knew there will be a lot of people who will like it, who want to have a bookshop.
There's a lot of people coming back to North that have succeeded in life, and they're willing to help others do the same. So I'm kind of hoping that will be the effect of maybe not the old generation, but then the next generation will say, we came from North Amsterdam. In the old days, people wouldn't tell you which street they lived in if it was one of the really bad areas in town. People didn't even tell their husbands where they came from because there was such a stigma about living in certain areas. So I hope that becomes a thing of the past, that we really, people are proud of them, so let them be proud, and you can go to the other side of Amsterdam and say, I live in Amsterdam North, and people can say, oh wow, that's nice.
The important thing for us is to use so many products as possible from nearby, let's say, so it doesn't have to come all from Amsterdam North. But if it's possible, we take it. So we have the coffee, for instance, from a roaster in Amsterdam North, in the Tollerstein. I mean, beer from Amsterdam North. For the rest, we try to get products from north of Holland and so on. Therefore, we choose also for soups with products we get nearby and don't have to import things. That's a bit the idea.
The NDSM started up, now that the old Shell areas opened up, now the ferries there, this place is the overkant, the other side is opening up, so that there's always something new to discover. North Amsterdam wasn't opened up, it wasn't even connected to the rest of Amsterdam until 1950s. The Schellingwoude Bridge was built. So what's that, 60 years ago? Yeah. So it's not that long ago. And the Ring Road was only finished in the 1990s, which, before that, the only way to get to Amsterdam was by ferry. And for pedestrians and cyclists, it still is. And so psychologically it would make a huge difference. People won't feel that North doesn't matter anymore. If people have a sort of sense, we're different here, or they think of us differently, so you start acting differently. So I think that will make a huge difference to people in the end.